Ladies and gentlemen, our 2019 seniors from band and football. Round of applause.
Not ready to get started?
Welcome to Batesville High School, the CHS AA sponsored event. We appreciate the support of our young people participating in this event. These athletes have devoted much of themselves in preparation for the contest. Whether they win or lose, have gained much for their efforts. Please help make their experience more positive by exhibiting good sportsmanship during your attendance. We hope this good sportsmanship be reflected towards competitors, officials, coaches, administrators, and spectators. Batesville Community School Corporation is a smoke tobacco-free campus. There's to be no smoking or use of tobacco in any form on school ground. Please respect all who are attending this event and cooperate by following this policy. We thank you in advance for following our request and making this an enjoyable event for everyone. Margaret Mary Health is providing a certified athletic trainer to assist in the prevention and safety of all athletes who participate in our events. We look forward to working with Margaret Mary Health and thank them for their support. Please contact athletic trainer Amber Rozelle if you have any questions. There are no student pass-outs at Batesville High School athletic events. All sports tickets may be used only once per event. All sports ticket does not give students the right to re-enter an event once they've left the facility. In case of emergencies, please check with the supervisor or gate worker before leaving. Batesville High School Athletic Department wants to thank EMS 10, Batesville Police Department for their support of our student athletes at many BCSC events.
They did them up, remember.
So it's hard for them to understand all that. Different. Yes.
I'll go one more. And then, let's go that way. I got your email. Yep. I think so.
Thank you.
6 o'clock, right? Yep. 3 o'clock? Yeah. I can't do 3 o'clock. No. Because we're still on deadline at 3 o'clock. I'm still on deadline. What time? 4:30? 4:30. I'll try to shoot for 4:30.
I thought that
Mr. Josiah Key. And the drumline instructor is Mr. Alec Brandstetter. Please welcome Senior Drum Major Katie Campbell to the podium as she conducts the Batesville Alma Mater.
And I'm Wow. Wendy. Wendy. Wendy.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. The biggest reason I stood up there last week is because of the rain.
Here comes your Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, remove your hats as we honor our servicemen and women with the playing of our national anthem.
I'm not going to lean too far. Hi everybody, and welcome to high school football here on TV3. Tonight is the final football game of the regular season for Indiana high schools, and the Spartans are, as we said, in Batesville to meet the Bulldogs. Hi everybody, with Justin Roberts. This is Fran Schomel It's Spartan Sports presentation being brought to you on TV3 by American Heritage Realty, by Reed Health Connersville, George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment, Don's Auto Sales and Tires, Edward Jones, Financial Advisor. This Spartan game on TV3 is also being brought to you by FCN Bank, Foles Flooring, Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, Urban Winkler Funeral Home, Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency, Eye Center of Connersville. The officials have met in the 50 on the 50-yard line, and we are just about ready to go. Let's see what the officials rule. The co-captains tonight for CHS, Adam McKelly, Eben Schaefer. Also for Connersville, we will let you know here in a second. There are 4 co-captains. One is 86, and I don't have an 86 on my scorecard, so sorry, I can't tell you who that is. Spartans in red and white, and Bulldog in blue and white. And the Spartans will be kicking off. That'll be Cole Martin, who does the punting and kickoff for CHS, and the point after tries. A cool night here in Batesville. Here's a short kick taken at the 15-yard line and dropped immediately as a ball carrier, but he's going to be in great field position for the Bulldogs, who will be putting the ball in about the 47-yard line. So the short kick opens this ball game. Just getting underway. Spotted at the 46 by the official, by their own 46. So they're 54 yards from Pater on that short kick. Snap from center. There's a handoff, and running to the far side for the Bulldogs is Jacob Cruz. Moves the ball. See where they will place it at the Connersville 47. So it'll be 2nd down and 3. Here's a play coming to the near side. The ball carrier cuts the corner down the sidelines and shoved out of bounds at around the 30-yard line by a Spartan. The ball was carried by Chase Hamilton. So the Bulldogs are a 1st and 10. Ball will be at the 30 of Connersville. Here comes a play. A loose ball and bounced by Connersville. A fumble by the Bulldogs, and Spartans will have the ball at their own 45-yard line. They'll make that the 40 is where they'll spot it down. Spartans 1st and 10 on the big turnover by the Bulldogs. Let's see if the Spartans can capitalize on that mistake. Ball is finally placed at the 39-yard line. Connersville on the attack. Number 2, Adam Keller Jr. directs the offense for CHS. Here's a handoff around the near side. Pick up of Connersville for about 5. Ball will be spotted at the 44-yard line. So the Spartans need about 6 to keep the football to get a 1st and 10. But this is a second down and 7. If you've just joined us, we're in the opening minutes of tonight's ball game at Batesville. Kelly calls out the signals. Rolls for a pass that is complete at the Be a 1st and 10 for the Spartans as they move the ball into Batesville territory at the 42. 1st and 10 for Connersville. Here's a snap coming to the near side. And the ball carrier is dropped with very little gain. Ball carried by the Spartans. And a nice pickup. The Spartans break from the huddle. Here's a snap, Kelly with a handoff. And that was
Number 36, Chance Bentley. Tackle number 8, Ben Scheffler. So we're at 3rd and 8 for the Spartans.
This is a 3rd down and 8. There was a 2-yard pickup on the play. Offsides, Bulldogs. That'll cost them 5 when the lineman jumped. That will make it 3rd down and short for the Spartans. Ball spotted at the 40-yard line of Batesville. Here comes the play by Connersville with 9 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the first period. Here's a pitch out to Kelly as the quarterback on that play for CHS was number 41. That's Jaden Murray who took the snap and fired the pass to Kelly, the far side. 4th and about 1, maybe 1.5. Crucial 4th down for the Spartans. They'll go for it. Here's Evan Schaefer plunging forward, and he's got the necessary yardage for a 1st and 10. Here they umpire, and let's see where they spot the ball. It'll be at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 CHS at the Batesville 46. And the said receiver is wide to the right and left. Murray takes the ball, fires the pass that is over the head of the intended receiver on the far side.
Jaden Murray's pass fell incomplete. Bring up 2nd and 10.
Spartans on the move, on the attack, recovering a fumble in the early minutes of this ball game. Trying to score first. Here's a snap from center. Handoff and ball carrier thrown for a loss as the defense of Batesville moved in there and brought the ball carrier down. Third down for the Spartans. Kelly has the ball, fires long, and intended on the far sideline. It's fourth down now for the Spartans, and they'll punt the ball away. 12 yards to go for a first down. Here comes a punt by Martin. No, a timeout being called by Connorsville, which will delay the play here. No score in the ball game, 7:24 on the first quarter clock. Spartans have recovered a fumble, and after they kicked off to Batesville, the single play by the Bulldogs, they fumbled the ball. Connorsville recovered, and now we'll have to punt it away after their drive will come to an end. Eye Center of Connorsville provides vision care for every member of your family. This includes treatment for eye diseases and injuries. Just one of its many services. Services that include glasses and contacts, frames for every budget, sunglasses, a large selection of eyewear. Complete vision care for every member of your family. Yours at Eye Center of Connorsville. Scheduling an appointment for a complete eye exam is as easy as a phone call to 825-6000. Eye Center of Connorsville, located at 2045 Virginia Avenue. Here we go with the play. There's the punt. It's a good one. It will come to earth about at the 15-yard line. So Batesville will start over at around their own 15. Let's see exactly where they place the ball. Looks as though it will be right on the 15. So the Bulldogs get the ball for the second time. Here's a snap, there's a handoff. A little bit of a gain on the play by Batesville. Well, the officials rule no play on the game, so it'll be a 2nd and 10. Here comes the play. Ball carrier gets free from a couple of players, but caught and finally brought down. One of the Spartans in on the play was Alex Fox. Third down and 9 to go. Picked up one yard on that play. Here's the play up through the middle. So the Spartan defense held, and they're going to force a punt by Batesville. We're halfway through the opening period here at Batesville, and it will be the Spartans getting the football back. A low punt will come down around the midfield stripe and is down at the Connorsville 45. Good field position for CHS. Let's see if they can turn it into a 6-pointer. Spartans get the football for the second time. Connersville with 5 minutes and 49 seconds to go in the first period. Snap center. Handoff and no gain on the play. Kelly kept the football and is down at the line of scrimmage. It's at their own 45. A real defensive battle so far in this game tonight. Flags fly as there is a penalty coming up. Spartans will go back. False start, and it costs the Spartans 5 yards. So the ball goes back to their own 40. Kelly fires a pass that is complete to Schaefer, and he's into Batesville territory and finally down at the 30. Nice play. Spartans pick up a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line of Batesville. A penalty against face mask against Batesville.
After the 5-yard penalty, Spartans will have 1st and 10 on the Batesville 24-yard line.
So it's at the Bulldogs 24-yard line and 1st and 10. Kelly takes the ball and runs to the far sidelines and is... See, where is he going to be the ball placed? So 2nd and 5 as a 5-yard pickup by Adam as he runs the ball to the far side. Spartans threatening for the second time tonight. So they're deep in Batesville territory. Coming to the near side with the ball is Connersville, and a pass intended for Jaden Murray threw a pass. Pass was intended for Chad Owens. So a 3rd and 5 for Connersville at the 15-yard line of Batesville. See what play the Spartans will run this time. Kelly comes to the sidelines to get the call from the coach. I'm going to mark some yardage off against the Spartans. Ineligible receiver down the field. So that will bring the ball back to, is it the 20? Here's the snap from center. 4:30 left to play in the opening periods. Spartans come to the sidelines. Kelly kept the football, runs to the near side, and run out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd and long for CHS. Ball's at the ball is spotted at the 21-yard line. Kelly takes the snap from center, fires a pass that will be complete. He got a 1st and 10. Ball around the 15-yard line. At the 15, 4th and 1 for CHS. They're in Bulldog territory. 3:15 on the first quarter clock. Ooh, bad snap from center, and it gets away from the ball carrier. Let's see, and a couple of players bounced on the ball. Let's see what the officials do. Ball recovered by a Batesville player, so the Bulldogs take over as Spartan's second drive here fails tonight. We have 3 minutes to go in the opening period. No score. For the 3rd time, Batesville gets the football. So each team has a fumble tonight. There's a player getting loose for big yardage, and he is finally going to be caught from behind and shoved out of bounds, but he is deep in Connersville territory.
Number 10, Austin Pullman with the big run inside the 5-yard line.
Batesville's number 10 crashed through the Spartans' defense. That is Publican who took that ball and scooted through the Spartans' defense. A couple of Spartans finally caught up with him and shoved him out of bounds, but it will be the ball put at the 5-yard line of Connersville. 1st and goal for Batesville. The official stopped play, and an offsides penalty is called against Batesville, so that'll push it back to the 10. 1st and goal for the Bulldogs.
Legal procedure against the Bulldogs, 5-yard penalty.
2.5 minutes left in the opening period. Here's a quarterback keeping the ball and entering the end zone. That's one of the leading scorers and passers as the quarterback position. And that is Travis Letcher, a 5'9" sophomore here at Batesville. Scores the first points in the ball game, and they go to the Bulldogs. 2 minutes and 11 seconds to play in the first quarter. Here comes a point after try. There'll be a kick. Snap from center and blocked. Partially blocked, and it veered to the left. So the extra point attempt by Bulldogs is no. Let's see. They're really. Well, we thought that the ball hit the left upright pole, but the scoreboard shows 7-0. So the officials rule that it's good. So the Bulldogs will kick off to CHS. 7-0 score.
Spartans, number 1, Connor DeBoard, and number 41, Jaden Murray.
Ball will be placed at the 40-yard line.
Preparing to kick off for the Bulldogs, number 14, Jacob Deutsch.
End over end, taken at the 15-yard line of Connersville. Spartan brings it upfield and will be brought down at around the 35. Spartans will take over their own 35-yard line. First and 10 for CHS, trailing in the ball game, 7-0. Nearing the end of the first quarter, just a little over 2 minutes left to play. So the Batesville team recovers a fumble and turns it into 7 points. Here is Kelly throwing a pass that will be caught on the 45-yard line, and heading into the end zone is a Spartan, and Connersville has a chance here to tie this score in a hurry. Getting that, gathering that pass in for this Connersville team was Jaden Murray, and he turns it into 6 points. Getting lined up for the extra point try. Holding will be the young man who scored the touchdown for the Spartans. And it's good, and we are a 7-7 ball game here at Batesville. So a lot of interesting plays here tonight, and the Spartans have tied this ball game with 1 minute and 51 seconds to go in the first quarter. The place to eat in Connersville is Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, 303 West 30th Street. Dine inside or carry out, at home or where you work. Delivery from Mancino's is always free. The number to call is 825-6155. Choose from a large menu, and there is a special youngsters menu. Choose the house specialty, the Great Spartan Classic. Enjoy the sports atmosphere by viewing all the Spartan sports memorabilia. Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, 303 West 30th Street. Open daily, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Phone number 825-6155, a proud Spartan booster. Connersville kickoff coming. It's deep. It'll go into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback and brought out to the Batesville 20-yard line.
Kickoff goes to the end zone. Bulldogs will now take over. First and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
Both teams playing good football here tonight. So Batesville scored, and the Spartans came right back and scored. Here's the first play from scrimmage, and see a short pickup on the play, about 3 yards. It'll be a 2nd and 7 for Batesville, your own territory, and the ball will be spotted at the 24-yard line. Bulldogs put the ball in play. There's a snap from center. It's a handoff. Ball carrier coming to the near side, finds a little bit of room, but finally shoved out of bounds by a Spartan It'll be close to the 1st and 10. Let's see if he made it or not. There's a penalty flag down, and the officials will mark off some yardage here against the home team. See what the refs call it here. Officials are, there's a holding penalty called, and that will put the ball in play inside the 10 for Batesville. So the 10-yard mark off makes it 2nd down and 20 at their own, in their own territory. There's a snap, there's a pass that will be intercepted by a Spartan. Boy, Connersville doing everything right here tonight. Number 17 for the Spartans that gathered that football in. That's Braden Jones. So deep in territory of the opponent, the Spartans. See, we're finally placed down at the 30, on the 30-yard line. Spartans in great position here. We have less than a minute to go in the opening period. Here's a loose ball picked up by Kelly, and a completed pass.
Adam Kelly's pass, still incomplete. We're up 2nd down.
We got to catch that. Let's go. Stay on your feet. Catch it with your feet.
The pass ruled incomplete, so it'll be 2nd and 10 for Connersville, deep in Batesville territory. I believe he was out of bounds when he caught the pass. That's what happened. There's a big pile of players as the Spartans go into the center line of Batesville.
Short gain on the play.
See, they'll move the ball forward, but not very far.
54, Charlie Dice. 52, Sam Bowman.
No pickup of yardage on that play, so it's 3rd for the Spartans, 3rd and 10. That's the end of the first quarter, and the score is 7-7 here tonight, as both teams has scored a touchdown and an extra point. Good football here in this opening period of tonight's game. We're at the final game of the regular season, and we are in Batesville, Indiana. Now in its 43rd year of assisting buyers and sellers of residential, farm, and commercial properties in all of East Central Indiana is American Heritage Realty. American Heritage Realty staff of knowledgeable and experienced real estate brokers is ready to provide you with expert advice when you are buying or selling real estate. American Heritage Realty is located at 603 West 30th Street in Connersville. The phone number is 765-825-1103. That's 765-825-1103. Everyone at American Heritage Realty says, good luck, Spartans. Okay, the teams change directions here on the field. It's Connersville with the ball. 3rd and 10. And the ball is at the 20-yard line of Batesville. Kelly rolls out for a pass, fires to the near side, and it's incomplete.
Kelly's pass, still incomplete. Intended for number 41, Jaden Murray.
So down number 4 coming up. So it's going to be, well, the Spartans going to keep the football. Trifle on the 4th down. Kelly at quarterbacks. Takes the ball, fires a long pass that will be incomplete. The ref rules. Ball intended for Evan Schaefer, and he was just steps from the end zone. So the Bulldogs will take over in their own territory, be spotted at the 21-yard line. We're tied at 7-7. Just the second quarter just getting underway. So the Spartans go on defense. Ball carrier stopped at around the 30-yard line. So it's 2nd and 10 for Batesville. Here we go with the play. Ball carrier is stopped. Maybe been thrown for a loss. Yeah, 2-yard loss on the play. Make it 3rd and 12 for Batesville in Connersville territory at the 25-yard line. Quarterback for Batesville goes to the sidelines to get the call. That's Travis Letzer. There's a pass that will be incomplete. 40-yard line. Good defense by the Spartans.
Travis Leclerc's pass fell incomplete. Intended for number 25, Jake Cruz. You have a building flag on the play.
Let's see what they call.
Pass interference against Connersville.
Oh. The Spartans called for a pass interference. So that will see what the official is doing. He's walking around here. Not sure what the referee's doing.
It's a 15-yard building. The line of scrimmage.
So the ball will be still in Batesville territory, and it's at the 39-yard line. It's hard to distinguish. The numbers are not very bright on the markers. Far side runner, ball carrier will be brought down at his 46-yard line. It's enough for a 1st and 10 for Batesville. No, it's not. It's short. The 2nd down and 4 yards needed for a 1st and 10 for Batesville. Tied at 7-7 in this ball game. All the scoring so far in the first quarter. Batesville sends a man wide to the near side. Pile up of players close to the heated yardage for a 1st and 10. The official will rule a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Batesville at their own 45. Nine minutes, 50 seconds to play in the first half. Three receivers on the near side for Batesville. But their quarterback, Lesnar, gets through the Spartan line and is finally caught from behind at the 30 of Connersville. They move the chains on the far side. 9 minutes and 27 seconds to go, first half.
10 on Connersville 20-yard line. Official timeout.
A nice defensive play by the Spartans. They caught the ball carrier behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, a turnover by Batesville is what the officials rule. And Connersville will have the ball at their own 25. A break for CHS. Kelly comes to the side to get the call of what play to do, and here we go. Here's a pass that will be complete. Schaefer really cut that ball. Going to be called a pass interference on Batesville. Here comes a walk-off. At the it's the 35-yard line. So the Spartans get the football, have the football, and the big walk-off penalty coming to the near side with the football. The Spartan is down at the 40-yard line. Jaden Murray was the ball carrier for CHS. Now let's see where they finally spot the ball. It will be at the 40-yard line. The 2nd and 8 for 2nd and 7 for Connersville. Here's a snap. There's a pass that is just out of reach of the intended receiver. So it's still 3rd down for Connersville. They're almost at midfield. We're at their own 40. Pass it into a receiver on the far side, but it falls incomplete. 4th down coming up. Now a punt for coming up for Connersville. They have to give up the football here. Batesville sends Braden Lunkel deep to receive the punt. Cole Martin ready for his job. Here it is. High and will come down around the 30-yard line. It finally keeps rolling, takes a roll down to the 22-yard line where it's down by a Spartan. So Batesville, deep in their own territory, will take over. tied at 7 in this ball game. Snap from center. The handoff, and the ball carrier is dropped by good defensive move by Connersville. That ball was carried by Sam Bowman of the Bulldogs. Second down for Batesville. Loss on the play of about 4 yards, so 2nd and 14. It's the handoff, player getting to the Spartans' first defensive line, but finally brought down. And the ball will be placed, let's see where they spotted it, around the 22-yard line. Call it 3rd down and 7. Here's a penalty flag. Going to be called against the Spartans, giving Batesville 5 yards. The official rule is yards. Offsides, Connersville, costing them 5. So 3rd down and 2 for Batesville in their own territory. 6 minutes, 40 seconds to play, first half. Here's a runner getting free for Batesville and coming to the near sidelines, and finally grabbed by Kelly and thrown down. Ball was carried by Austin Robinson. Enough yardage picked up for a 1st and 10. Place the ball right at the 50-yard line. A 7-7 score here in this game at Batesville. Bulldogs, it's a handoff by the quarterback to the fellow which was just downed, Austin Pullman. Pick up of a couple of yards to make it 2nd down and 8. Both teams playing very well tonight in this game. Here's Leshner, the quarterback, keeping the football, running up to the Spartans' defense on the far sidelines. He may make the end zone. Nope, it's going to be brought down inside the 10. Big pickup by Batesville. So it looks like it's about the 5 or 6 yard line. That'll be 1st and goal for the Bulldogs. We're tied at 7. Here we go with Batesville putting the ball in play. They are nearing the end zone. Here's a ball carrier that stopped short of the goal line. Good defense by Connersville. That ball was being carried by Austin Pullman again for the Batesville team. So a 2nd and goal for Batesville at the Spartan 2-yard line. Lining up and see what play is called. Here's the snap. The quarterback. There's a signal from the ref. There is a touchdown as Bulldogs quarterback Leshner runs it into the end zone. It puts the Bulldogs up 13-7. Just under 5 minutes left in the play in the first half. Point after try will be a kick. Snap from center. It's good. So the Bulldogs go up by a 14-7 score. So the Spartans will get ready to receive the Batesville kick. Well, the Spartans matched Batesville on their first touchdown. The Spartans went in for a score to make it a 7-7 ball game, and now it's the Bulldogs who will be kicking off for the Spartans. Let's see if CHS can match the Bulldogs' second touchdown. Spartans get ready to receive the Bulldogs' kick. Bulldogs' Jacob Dewar does their kicking and punting and point after tries. Yeah. It's going to be taken by a Spartan, drop, picked up, heading up court. Should hang on to that football. He kind of holding up by one hand coming up.
Number 41, Gavin Lynch returns. The kickoff near the 20-yard line. The Spartans will take over first and 10. Tackle by number 20, Jacob Weiler.
Ball's put down at the 20-yard line, and Spartans have 80 yards to go here. .435 remains to be played in the opening half. Spartans and receivers wide to both sides. Here's a snap from center, handoff, and a pickup maybe of a yard or so.
Tackle by number 33, Braden Linkle. Get a 1 on the play. Abraham second and 9.
So second down and 9 to go for first and 10. Just over 4 minutes left to play in the first half. Spartans trail 14-7 to Batesville. Kelly calls the signals, runs to the far side in traffic, and finally fires a pass that is incomplete at the 35-yard line. So it's third down and 9 for Connersville in their own territory. Kelly to the side to get the call for what play. Returns to the huddle. Now they break and line up. A big 3rd and 9 for the Spartans. Here's Kelly firing that it will be incomplete at the 45-yard line, Connersville. That ball was intended for Landon Circle. Now it's 4th and 9, and here comes Martin into the ball game to do the punting. So the Spartans have to give up the football. It will come down at the 48-yard line and is finally down to at the 42. And they got the 47-yard line that will be down. There's a flag on the play. The holding penalty will be called against the Spartans. So Batesville gets a break. They will spot the ball. At the 45-yard line of Connorsville, where the ball is placed, and the Bulldogs go to work here. 3:33 on the first half clock. Here's a pass that will be complete, and no Spartan around him. It's going to be a touchdown for Batesville. So Batesville goes up in this ball game. Third touchdown of the night for Batesville, and they're up about 20-7 score. Point after try coming up here by the Bulldogs. It's good. 21-7. Batesville, with 3 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the first half. So the Spartans will get the ball back and see what they can do now about being down by a couple of touchdowns. Urban Winkler Funeral Home in Connorsville and Liberty is a family-owned funeral home. Urban Winkler Funeral Home considers it an honor to be selected to care for a family member at the time of a passing. The friendly staff at Urban Winkler Funeral Home pledges to care for all your family needs to the very best of their ability. 2 locations to serve you in Connorsville at 513 West 8th Street and Liberty at 310 North Main Street. 3 minutes and 26 seconds on the clock as in the first half remaining as Batesville kicks off again to CHS. And over end kick, it will be taken by a Spartan at the 25-yard line, heading to the far sidelines where he's brought down. So it will be placed at the 25-yard line of Connorsville. 1st and 10 for him. A little over 3 minutes to go in the first half. Spartans about to put the ball in play. Kelly coming to the sidelines to get the call. Let's see what he does, if he'll go to the air or what. No, there's going to be a timeout taken by the Spartans, so that stops the clock, and Spartans will come to the near side and talk to the coaching staff. It is events like this game that make our community such a great place in which to live, work, and play. All of us at FCN Bank applaud the CHS Spartans for their hard work and dedication. Thank you for reminding us once again why we all choose to call this place home. FCN, building stronger communities one great local event at a time. Go CHS Spartans. Good luck. FCN Bank, member FDIC. Here's a play coming up by the Spartans. Down a couple of touchdowns. Here's the ball carrier running to the near side and going to be dropped behind the line of scrimmage. The ball was being carried by the Spartans. And a loss on the play of 3, so we got a 2nd and 13 for Connersville. Under 3 minutes left to play in this half. Batesville out in front, 21-7. Here's Kelly with the ball. A couple of defenders on him right away. He fires the football, and it is called incomplete at the 50-yard line.
Adam Kelly's pass fell incomplete. Intended for number 28, Braxton Myers.
Braxton Myers was the intended receiver. But it comes back, and it will be 3rd down and 13. A couple of men were around Braxton when he was trying to haul in that pass, but it was ruled incomplete. Kelly has the ball, fires long, and it's incomplete this time. It was intended for the Spartans, Braxton Myers again. Okay, that's a 4th down, and Spartans will have to punt the ball away with 2:21 left to go in the first half. Cole Martin standing in around the 10-yard line. Snap from center. The high punt will come down around the 50-yard line, 48-yard line. So the Bulldogs will take over. In Connersville territory, let's see where they place the football.
Punt goes out of bounds near the 44-yard line. The Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10.
It's going to be spotted at the 45-yard line of Connersville, so the Bulldogs in good field position again. There's a snap, there's a handoff from the quarterback, and the ball carrier is dropped at the 40-yard line. There is a flag down. It'll be a holding penalty against Batesville.
10-yard penalty for the spot of the foul. Repeat 1st down.
So it remains 1st down for Batesville. We have 2:10 to go in the first half, and the Bulldogs are up 21-7. Here's the mark-off by the official, and it's going to be placed at the 42-yard line of Batesville. Here come the Bulldogs lining up. Snap from center. The pass attempt that is hauled in at the 50-yard line by Batesville, and nobody will get this guy who runs into the end zone for a TD. No flags on the play, so a pass complete along the far sidelines, and the receiver runs it into the end zone. And now the Bulldogs are up by a score of 27-7. 1 minute and 45 seconds remain in this half. Try for the extra point. It's good. So the Bulldogs are 4 for 4 in this game here tonight. We have 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining to be played in the first half. Spartans trail. We'd like to remind you of American Heritage Realty, buying or selling. See American Heritage first. They're one of the sponsors bringing you tonight's game on TV3. Another one is Reed Health Connersville. We are here to help you. George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment. Free delivery, the number to call, 825-6251. Also, one of our sponsors, Don's Auto Sales and Tires. Major brand tires at very affordable prices. Edward Jones, financial advisor, making sense of investing. Okay, here goes the Batesville kickoff to the Spartans. See what they can do in the final minute and 45 seconds of this ball game. They're trailing by 3 touchdowns. Ball either being chased and coming to the near side and being forced out of bounds was the receiver for the Spartans. Always put in play. Let's see, it'll be around a 42-yard line. Because it's 47-yard line. First and 10 for Spartans. They're on 47. See what the call is here by Kelly. He will pitch the ball out. There's a pass at the almost hauled in by Evan Schaefer, but he was at the 36-yard line trying to haul that ball in, but he couldn't do so. So second down for the Spartans. Be a second and 10. A minute and a half to go, first half. Receivers to the right and left for Connersville. Snap, a bad one. It was couldn't gather it in by Connersville was Gavin Pearson, and it bounced off his hands. Adam Kelly was there to pick it up and keep the ball from being taken over by Batesville. But it will be third down for the Spartans. Spartans with a big loss on the play. It's going to be third down and probably almost 30 yards. Spartans going to the air here in the final minutes of the first half. That stopped the clock, that incomplete pass. Spartan's still in the huddle. The official comes over to remind them that it's time for them to get back in play. Third down and long for Connersville. You know, a couple of the refs out there talking to the Spartans. That's the reason for the delay in the game. Now here comes the head referee. fellow in the white cap, and wants to get this game resumed. Okay, here we go. Spartan third and real long. There's a pass that's complete to the near side, but it's going to be far short of the 1st and 10.
Gavin Lynch pass is complete to number 2, Adam Kelly. Tackle by number 5, J.C. Hamilton.
Ball will be at the 35-yard line.
We're at 4th and 2. Be 4th and 12. Timeout on the field.
So here's a timeout. It will be called by the Spartans. Also bringing you tonight's game on TV3 is SCN Bank, building stronger communities, one great local event at a time. Foles Flooring, a wide selection of quality flooring plus expert installation. Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, a great place to eat in Connersville. Try a Spartan Classic. By Urban Winkler Funeral Home, 825-1761 in Connersville, 458-0745 in Liberty. Ask about pre-planning services. Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency, an independent agency representing numerous companies for your every need. There's a big play and a big pickup by the Spartans. Now there's been a fumble, the officials rule, and it's going to be Batesville. 1 minute left to play in the ball game. Play's about to be resumed here with Batesville taking the ball at their own 32-yard line. Here's the quarterback throwing a pass, and he's almost complete, but not quite, as the intended receiver was beyond the Spartans' defense, and luckily for the Spartans, it was incomplete. 55 seconds to go, first half. Bulldogs up 33-7. Here comes a play by the Bulldogs. It's a penalty flag. Let's see what this is all about. In rule of delay of game, he didn't get the ball in play within 25 seconds. So that'll move them deeper in their own territory at the 26-yard line. That stops the clock, and now play's about to be resumed. Leshner fires long and incomplete. It's ruled by the official. So 48 seconds now left to play, first half. Bulldogs in control and with the lead. So it's a third down and 15 for Batesville. Their quarterback runs to the far sidelines to get the play from the coach. Leshner, the quarterback, rolls out, hits a man, and Spartan hits the man and forces him out of bounds. Good defensive play by the Spartans. That will put the football at a 40, 45. Let's see, let's get straight here. 35-yard line. Fourth down, there will be a punt by the Batesville punter. Punts away, and Connersville calls for a catch, and it is the Spartans. Gavin Lynch putting the football into Spartans' hands. 36 seconds to go, and it will be Connersville ball at the 40-yard line. That's their own 40. Coming in to get the play for Connersville. Spartan sprayed from the huddle. Pitch out to Owen. Runs in the far sidelines and picks up pretty good yardage. It will be short of the needed for 1st and 10. And the clock continues to run with 24 seconds to go. Spartans will have the ball with 2nd and 4. Spartans quickly snap the ball. Pitch out to the near side. Comes the football. And the player is brought down at about the 47-yard line. That ends the first half of tonight's ball game here at Batesville, and the Bulldogs have a lead of 28 to the Spartans 7. It was tied at the end of the first quarter, 7-7. So the Bulldogs got their offense running in that second 12-minute period and moved now ahead at halftime, 28-7. Getting ready for the halftime, and it's going to be senior night here at Batesville. They'll be honoring the 10 seniors that are members of this football team. The Bulldogs have won 2 games and lost 6 on the season. They'll be playing in the Rushville sectional coming up a week from tonight. And the Spartans will be hosting the Mount Vernon Marauders at Spartan Stadium a week from tonight in the opening round of the sectionals around Indiana. Halftime score, 28-7 at the end of the opening half here tonight in this game at Batesville. As we mentioned, it was 7-7 at the end of the first period. It was excellent football in that first 12-minute period, but the defense of the Spartans failed a little bit, and Batesville scored several more times in the second 12-minute period. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Connersville Spartan Sports. Contact your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Gina Hartman, Devin Hornsby, and Gary Reebsummer, for your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. Well, we talked about the sectional rounds coming up a week from tonight, but tomorrow the Spartans will have some teams in competition. The volleyball team will be coming here to Batesville to play a game at 11 o'clock, and if they are successful, they'll be in the sectional championship game at 7 o'clock tomorrow night here at Batesville. So we wish the girls, the volleyball team of CHS, a lot of success in their action tomorrow. And the cross-country team will be in the regional at Rushville starting at 11 o'clock tomorrow. We have the cross-country team, the boys cross-country team in action, and we'll have a couple of young ladies will be there. They all earned sectional victories at Connersville last week, making them eligible for the Rushville Regional tomorrow. So we wish those folks best of luck in advancing in their postseason tournaments. Right now, that's the band of the Batesville High School performing for the home fans across the way here. We are on the visitor side, and we might take a listen right now and watch the Batesville High School band.
To end our season, the Bulldog Brigade, led by our seniors, will perform two pieces from past shows. I Have Love in the 2016 West Side Story show, and Applause from 2018 Lady Gaga show. For the last time this season, we present the Batesville High School Marching Band Class of 2020.
that. His sister did that. I didn't see that. Stop by air conditioning. I didn't even see this. Like, you didn't even know it was like, and his sister was, he had his pants at his ankles in his green, I mean, like green underwear, and he's backing it up and taking there. Oh my Nate's not that sorry.
Direct your attention to Batesville as we congratulate the first and second grade blue and white teams for a successful season. Batesville Youth Football recently completed their season and bowl game. Bowl runner-ups include 5th and 6th grade white, 3rd and 4th grade blue, and 3rd and 4th grade gray. The first and second grade teams finished off the year with bowl game victories and undefeated seasons. First and second blue defeated North Decatur to win the Liberty Bowl. First and second white defeated Connersville to win the Citrus Bowl. The teams combined to go 15-0 on the season, outscoring their opponents 356 to 46 during the year. Congratulations to these first and second grade blue and white teams on a successful season.
Actually, she probably did good. You know that picture I posted on Twitter? You know how people message me asking if I got my response? Don't do it. What? Especially now, because people like wear jeans. Or how you cheer. How are you going to get picked out?
I don't know how to spread too. It's not even. It's red. It's ginger. It looks like a ginger. It looks like a ginger. When he walked, I knew you guys were serious. I was like, and I was going to pictures for an hour and a half looking at my walk.
Once again, we're back from Batesville, where the Bulldogs are leading the Spartans in this final game of the regular season by a 28-7 score. And we are seconds ticking away to end the first half here tonight as we saw the band perform, the high school band of Batesville, and then they brought out a bunch of little guys, first and second graders, who played football and both had successful seasons, so congratulations to those young guys. Okay, teams are getting around their coaches and for final instructions. They'd like to get a victory here tonight. The Spartans, of course, they're still looking for that first win. And as we talked about, Batesville has defeated two teams, Jennings County and Rushville were the teams that the Bulldogs had success again with, and we had an excellent first period here tonight. Both teams played very well, and both teams scored. We had a 7-7 tie at the end of the first period, but the Bulldogs really put on a show of offense in the second 12-minute period, and they went ahead, and here we are at halftime with a score of 28-7. Okay, the Bulldogs will be kicking off. Teeing up the ball at the 40-yard line. Okay, here we go. Let's see what the Spartans can do when we start the second half here tonight. Nice kick, and it will be gathered in by a Spartan at the 5-yard line. Hands off, and pretty good return on the kickoff. Let's see where they finally spot it. Officials exchanging footballs, turning in the wet one for a dry one. It will be at the 25-yard line. So the Spartans put the ball in play at their own 25. First and 10. See if the Spartans can generate some offense here in this third quarter. Here's the snap. Pass to the near side, and the runner turns upfield and is downed at the 30-yard line. From the 36, they'll spot it down. So the Spartans start. First and 10 for Connersville. Here we go. Receivers to the wide and left for Connersville. There's a snap. No, and the ball carrier keeps the ball, runs to the far side, and it's going to be run out of bounds at around the 30. It'll be third down and 11 for Connersville. Here we go with the play. Pass to the near side. It's short of the intended receiver. It was intended for Chad Owen, but it was ruled incomplete. And here comes Cole Martin. Spartans have to punt. Batesville defense held there, and Martin will get ready to punt the ball as the Bulldogs send a player deep to about the 25-yard line. Snap from center. Here's the punt. It will come down at about the 45-yard line and going to be down at the 31-yard line. Officials will. So Batesville will get the ball to their own 41-yard line, up in this game by a 28-7 score. So the defensive unit of Connersville has to go to work again. They were on the field a lot in the second period. Bulldog Leshner has the ball, and a couple of penalty flags are thrown as a runner is deep into Connersville territory, gets inside the 30 on that play. They ran to the far sidelines. There may be a penalty against the Bulldogs as they are beginning to back up. Stops the clock at 10 minutes and 4 seconds to go, third quarter. Official starting to walk. He's at the 35, 34, 33, down at the 30. That's where he's going to put the ball. A holding penalty against Batesville will force them back to their own 30-yard line. It's now here comes Batesville ready to put the ball in play. Spartans were forced to punt after taking the ball, opening up the second half here tonight. There's a play on the far side. The pass and the ball carriers brought down at the 40, around the 45-yard line. So it will be 2nd and 6 for the Batesville team. Here come the Bulldogs. There's a quarterback, Leshner, kept the ball getting through the Spartan defenders, finally dropped in Connoisseur territory at the 44. Found the hole in that Spartan defense. 1st and 10 for Batesville.
Bulldogs are 1st and 10 on the Connorsville 44-yard line.
There's a play. Snap from center to the quarterback. Sees somebody open and fires long and incomplete. The official rules about inside the 5-yard line. Good defense by Connorsville. Spartans break up the play. And now here's another walk-off against Batesville as the official ruled holding on a member of the Batesville team. Stops the clock at 9 minutes and 6 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Officials discuss the play. Now here's the walk-off starting. There's 5 yards. There is 10 yards on the hold against the Bulldogs. It moves the change, so it will be 1st and 20. There's a snap from center. The quarterback fires a pass to the far sidelines, finds an open player who is tripped up by a Spartan as he crosses the 50-yard line into Connorsville territory. So he's brought down to the 46-yard line of Connorsville, Batesville runner. The second down coming up, and they're going to need 13 yards for a 1st and 10. Spartans defense will try to stop him here. Out of the huddle comes the guys in blue and white. Snap from center, a good one. There's a pass completed on the far sideline. Spartans giving chase, and the ball carrier outraces the Spartans and is tripped up near the goal line. So Batesville threatening once again in this ball game. Stop the clock. The Spartans have saved a touchdown momentarily. A couple of new linemen come in for Connorsville. So it's 1st and goal again for Batesville tonight. Deep in Spartan territory. Leshner, the quarterback. See what he does. He hands the ball off to a Bulldog who crosses the goal line, and the Bulldogs will add 6 more points to their lead of 34-7. Getting ready for an extra point. They've been successful all night long on it. Kicks, the point after try. Eight minutes and 7 seconds to go in the 3rd period. There's the kick. It's good. Scoreboard reads 35-7 in favor of the home Batesville Bulldogs. Good drive by the Bulldogs. Don's Auto Sales and Tires at 126 West 2nd Street gives you the very best deal in tires. Don's has all major brands available in stock and in all price ranges. You can rely on Don's Auto Sales and Tires in business for over 40 years. And Don's Auto Sales has a large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles in prices ranging from $1,000 to $30,000. Need new tires or a quality vehicle? Available from Don's Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street in Connersville. The phone number is 825-7730. Here comes a Bulldog kickoff to the Spartans once again. End over end, and it will be taken by Spartan at the 15-yard line. Brings it up on the far sidelines, and it will be brought down at the 31-yard line. Spartans take over here with an even 8 minutes left to go in the third period. Both spotted at the Connersville 30. See if the Spartans can do an offense. They sputtered on their first drive of the second half. Had to punt the ball away, and then Batesville turns it into another TD. Runner on the far side.
Number 1, Carter DeBoard, takes a jet sweep. Tackle number 33,
Chad Owen was the ball carrier for Connersville and picked up a yard on the play. A second down and 9 coming up for Connersville, their own territory. There's a receiver wide to the near side. Here's the ball kept by the quarterback and moves it up to the 42-yard line. Nice run by Connersville.
Number 4, Gavin Pearson, keeps the ball, picks up a first down for the Spartans.
That was Gavin Pearson for the Spartans. Gavin is a 9th grader at CHS. Running out of the quarterback position. And picked up enough yardage for first and 10. Spartans still in their own territory, but they are at the 41-yard line. Here comes the play. The handoff, and the runner plunges into the left side of the Batesville team, and that was another freshman for the Spartans who carried the ball, Carter DeBoard. Gets the ball up to the line of scrimmage, so it's second 10 and 10. A second down and 10.
No gain on the play, bring up second and 10.
Spartans trailing this ball game 35-3 right now. A little over 6 minutes to play in the third period. Here's a snap, here's a pass that will be almost intercepted. A little bit too long for the Spartans, and there was a Batesville defender right along with him, and the ball actually was closer to the Batesville boy than the Spartan. That's going to bring up third down and 10 for Connersville.
Holding against the Bulldogs.
Another big walk-off coming against Batesville as the ball is placed at the Batesville 49 as a holding penalty against the Bulldogs. Spartans have had few penalties tonight, but the Bulldogs, they first and 10 for the Spartans. Ball at the 49 of Batesville. Is the ball up to the 45-yard line. Evan Schaefer carried the football, and it will be a second down and 5 for Connersville.
70, Axel Garcia.
Clock is running. Spartans break from the huddle.
Second and 6.
Kelly barks out the signals. No, now there's a pause. Now we go. A plunge up to the middle, and yardage picked up by the Spartans. They've got the first and 10.
Number
Evan Schaefer carried the ball for the nice gain. Spartans trying to score here in this third period. They're down 35-7.
Spartans first and 10 on the Batesville 34-yard line.
Spartans send a receiver to the near side. Here's the snap from center. There's a pass that is off the fingertips of the intended receiver.
Pearson's pass, Bill, incomplete, intended for number 41, Gavin Lynch. To bring up second and 10.
Coming to the near side is Gavin Pearson for the Spartans, getting the play, and now the Spartans break from the huddle. Here's Lynch firing long and incomplete at the 10-yard line of Batesville.
Gavin Lynch still incomplete. Bring up third and 10.
Now it's 3rd and 10 for the Spartans. They're in Batesville territory, but the Batesville defense is holding. Pearson comes to the near side. He's got the play as he's working in the quarterback spot right now. Some young guys at CHS, freshmen, playing varsity football this year, so it's got to help them in coming seasons. Right there, as Pearson was smothered as his protectors failed to keep the defense of Batesville against him, and he's downed and for a loss, and it's a 4th down long for the Spartans, probably 18 yards. So another punting situation coming up for Cole Martin. We're in the third period with 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go as the Spartans have to punt for the second time in this third period. Chad Owen coming to the near side to get instructions. Here's the punt by Martin, and it will come down around the 20-yard line. Here comes the Spartan defenders back into the ball game. They've been on the field a lot tonight. Ball will be at the 15, and Spartan defenders dig in, see if they can prevent another score by the Bulldogs. They are up by 35-7 score. Spartans scored in the first quarter, and it was tied 7-7 at the end of the first 12 minutes. Bulldogs go into action, and good defense by the Spartans as they bring a ball carrier down. A good stop by CHS defenders. Penalty flag is dropped. The officials are going to rule 10 yards against the Bulldogs. That will put the ball close to their goal line. Inside the 10, around the 5 or 6 yard line. Tough to see from this vantage point, but it's deep in Batesville territory, and it will be about 17 yards for the 1st and 10. They send receivers wide to both sides. Quarterback fires the football, and it will be incomplete. 2nd and 17 coming up for the Batesville. That incomplete pass stops the clock. Batesville huddles, and now they line up. 2nd down and 17 for Batesville. They're on near the goal line, but here's a player getting loose along the sidelines. The Spartans are chasing him. Finally catch up with him inside Connersville territory at about the 45. A big run for Batesville. Evan Schaefer finally caught up with him on the far sidelines and dropped him. But he was a couple of steps ahead of Evan, and he finally caught up with him and brought him down. It looked like Batesville might hit the end zone. It's a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs in Connersville territory. There, the ball carrier is dragged down inside the 40-yard line. Two-yard pickup by Batesville. They're in Connersville territory. It's at the 39-yard line, and it's a 2nd down and about 7. Come Batesville. Put the ball in play. There's a pass, and that's complete to number 25, who is tripped up as he crosses the 30-yard line. Jake Cruz was the receiver on that pass, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Batesville at the, we'll call it the 30-yard line of Connersville. Here's Lesnar firing along, got a man, no, and he dropped, but there's going to be a, I'm afraid there's a flag on the play, and that probably will mean that it's going to be a walk-off against the Spartans, or ruled a pass interference. Against the Spartans it is, a pass interference. That's going to put the Bulldogs close to the Spartan goal line. See where they place it. Around the 9-yard line. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for Batesville. Tight formation by the Bulldogs. Now there's one man wide to the near side. Ball carrier gets the ball to the 10-yard line before he's dropped by a Spartan. So it's a 2nd and 8 at the Connersville 12 for Batesville. Ball carrier is dropped inside the 5. No, now it's a touchdown, the official rules. Another touchdown by this Batesville crew here tonight. And we're up 41-7. We're in the 3rd quarter with 1 minute and 56 seconds to go. There's another kick attempt, a point after try by the Bulldogs. This one is good. They're perfect on the night with extra points and go up by a score of 42-7 here tonight. We're in the 3rd quarter with just under 2 minutes left to go, and the Spartans will get another Batesville kickoff and see what they can do this time. It's hard to see that this Batesville team has just won 2 ball games. 2 out of 8. But they're firing tonight on all cylinders when they get the football.
How about a round of applause for the Batesville High School
Ball at the 40-yard line for the Batesville kicker. Spartan scored in the first quarter, but haven't crossed the goal line since. It was 7-7 at the end of the first quarter, but it's been pretty well mostly Batesville since then. Here's the ball carrier on the return. We'll get up to around the 35-yard line. Gavin Lynch was the player that returned the kickoff. The officials will walk around with the ball and let's see where they spot it. Be near the 30 when the Spartans take over their own 30-yard line. So first and 10 for them. Quarterback works out the signals and fires. That will be almost intercepted by a couple of Batesville players. Spartans are looking on that play. Gavin Lynch is working in the quarterback spot right now. He's number 41. On our roster, he was listed as no 41, but we found out that he is number 41. Let's see. Lynch fires long, and it's going to be batted down. I thought it was going to be intercepted. Looks like a Batesville player was ready to haul that pass in, but it fell incomplete. We're in the final seconds of the third period here at Batesville tonight. It's unlikely they'll get another playoff before the end of the third. That's it. That's the end of the third period, and the score after 3 is Batesville 42 and the Spartans 7. Spartans have the ball as we begin the final period here right after this brief timeout from the play. Reed Health Sports Medicine provides athletic trainers to the Connersville Spartans through the support of Reed Foundation. Athletic trainers are normally present at most practices and sporting events. They can respond to an injury within seconds, determine the immediate needs of the athlete, and either begin treatment or initiate emergency management within the first few minutes. If your athlete is rehabbing from a sports injury, Reed Health offers outpatient physical therapy at 1941 Virginia Avenue in Connersville. Well, they change ends of the field here tonight. Spartans will have the ball as we begin the final 12 minutes of tonight's game. Working in the quarterback spot for the Spartans is Gavin Pearson. Out of the huddle come the fellas in red and white and try to make something happen here offensively. Here's a pass intercepted at the 45-yard line by a Bulldog, and he is in the end zone right now. That young man must be a track star, is the way he the touchdown's going to be nullified by a penalty flag. Spartans got a break there as roughing the passer against the Bulldogs, and that means the teams will come back here and the officials will walk off a penalty, and a big break for the Spartans as the ball will be at the Spartans 43-yard line, 1st and 10. Big break for CHS. Let's see if they can take advantage. Here comes the play. Handoff and coming to the near side, being chased back and going to be dragged down as the ball carrier Carter Laborde. So loss on the play by the Spartans. It'll be in Connersville territory at the 35-yard line. Going to make it a second down at 18 for CHS. We're early in the fourth period of this ball game. Batesville with a big lead. The Spartans will have the ball right now. Here's a snap from center, a pass that is over the head of everybody and falls incomplete. So it's a third for the Spartans, third and long. Final game of the regular season. Sectional play a week from tonight. Starts in all around Indiana. The state finals will be the Saturday after Thanksgiving at Lucas Oil Stadium. Long pass will be incomplete, and it's a fourth and long for Connersville. We'll make that a 3rd and 10. 3rd and 18. So the Spartans have one more chance here to pick up some yardage. Well, they're going to get some here by a walk-off against the Batesville Bulldogs. Boy, they've been penalized a lot tonight. They're ruling a personal foul, roughing the passer this time, and a 15-yard walk-off, and the ball is right at the mid-stripe. Spartans a couple of breaks on this series. Here comes the play. The man in motion is DeBoard. For 41, Lynch holds the football, tries to penetrate that line of Batesville, but we'll call it unsuccessful. He picked up maybe a yard. So it will be 2nd and 9, Connersville, just across the 50-yard line. Batesville up by 42-7 score. They have scored almost at will in the second, third periods. Tied it at first quarter, stopped 7-7, but since then it's been mostly Batesville. Here's a ball carrier dropped at the 45-yard line. Short loss. It's 3rd down and about 6. 46-yard line for the Spartans. Connersville breaks from the huddle. Had some breaks on this series of downs, but been struggling to pick up enough yardage to get near the end zone. Here's a handoff to Evan Schaefer. Plunges forwards, got the 1st and 10 as he moves the ball down to the 35-yard line. Nice run by Evan. 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this ball game. Connersville in control right now. Lining up for the play. Ball carried to near the 40-yard line, 39. That was Evan Schaefer took the ball and drove to the 29-yard line of Batesville. They'll spot it at the 30, though. So 2nd down coming up for CHS. To the quarterback, finds a big hole and moves the ball to around the 20, maybe 15 before he's down. Nice run by the Spartans. That was Evan Schaefer, number 9, who has carried the ball well tonight. The Spartans like to get across that goal line here and get a second touchdown. It's at the 15-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for CHS at the Batesville 15. Ready for the play to resume here. We're under 6 minutes to go. Here's running to the near side and finally dropped down around the 5-yard line, the ball carrier for Connorsville. Schaefer again for CHS. Picked up some nice yardage tonight. 5.5 minutes left in tonight's game. Now there's going to be a penalty against the Spartans. Holding foul, I believe. They're signaling. It's at the 15 now of Batesville for the Spartans. So a 10-yard mark off against them. Spartans have the football. Here's the ball carrier. Here's a pass that I believe it's complete. Let's see. All right. Evan Schaefer took that pass from the quarterback and got it into the end zone. The Spartans have 13 points in this ball game, and they're trying for number 14. Here's the kick, and it's partially blocked and not good. Extra point missed by the Spartans, so the score is 42 Batesville and 13 Connorsville with 4 minutes and 16 seconds to go. So Batesville will get the football. Getting ready for the kickoff to the Bulldogs. You will find the answer to your every flooring need at Foles Flooring at 301 Beach Street in Connorsville. Yes, Foles Flooring has a large selection of carpet and tile, also vinyl and laminates, luxury vinyl tiles, and hardwoods. You'll receive a free estimate on your choice of flooring, plus expert installation. Their friendly staff will help you through the entire process. Foles Flooring also provides bathroom upgrades, remodeling, and custom shower systems at 301 Beach Street, Connorsville, 765-692-0800 is the phone number for Foles Flooring. Here's a kickoff by the Spartans. Ball carrier up to the middle and hugs the far sidelines. He's in he's at the 50-yard line. I was going to say he was getting ready. He was in Spartan territory, but he's not. Well, we're not sure. Let's see where the official places the ball. It looks like it'll be at the 50. 3:48 to play in the final period, and it will be right at the 50-yard line where Batesville takes over. See what the Bulldogs can do here with the football. Spartans first scored in the opening period tonight, and here they get a score in the fourth quarter. Stopping in the play. Spartans charged with a penalty, a 5-yarder for offsides, so that'll move the ball to the 45-yard line of Connorsville for Batesville. Bulldog ball carrier is going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe pushed back a little bit. Good defensive move by the Connersville team. That'll be a 2nd and 5 for Batesville. 2 minutes and 25 seconds to go in tonight's game. Quickly out of the huddle, Batesville. Line up, snap from center. Quarterback keeps the ball, runs to the far side, and he's not going to make the 1st and 10 as he is down to around the 45-yard line. Yeah, he picked up a couple, make it third and 3, 3rd down and 3. Batesville taking a long time out of the huddle. Here we go. 12 seconds to put the ball in play. Quarterback calls out the signals, hands off the ball, and he will be near the 1st and 10 line. Let's see. Yes, the official rules. That's it'll be no, he's a little bit short as they examine the ball a little bit more. I'm not sure if they're going to bring the change in or not. They're discussing it right now, the officials. They've got a 4th and 1. Another one, the head guy says it is a 1st and 10. We're in the final seconds of tonight's ball game, and the Batesville Bulldogs will come over with a 42-13 win. A half a minute left to play. The Bulldogs are in no hurry to put the ball in play. Down to 20 seconds. No, they did not put the ball in play. They're going to let it run out as 12 seconds on the clock. And the Bulldogs will get win number 3 of the season. And unfortunately for the Spartans and their fans, it's in no-win, 9-game loss regular season for the Connersville Spartans. Well, the Spartans played well in the opening period. As we said, they scored in the first period. It was 7-7 at the end of the first quarter, but in the second quarter and third, most of the action was by the team here at Batesville High School. Spartans scored in the first period and in the fourth. George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment welcomes you to stop by our Connersville location at 330 East 5th Street. George's is proud to offer you friendly hometown service and the convenience of free delivery. Also, our medical equipment staff is there to help with whatever you need. George's Floral and Gifts has that special something for any occasion. Birthdays, weddings, bereavement, or to brighten someone's day. George's, we are here for you. 765-825-6251. George's is one of our fine sponsors of Spartan Sports here on TV3, and we're happy that they are among the folks that help us bring you Connersville Spartans Sports on TV3. Another great sponsor, Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency, is dedicated to protecting you and your family at a price you can afford. Wilson Lawson Myers are licensed insurance professionals striving to be your agency of choice. Wilson Lawson Myers is an independent agency representing numerous companies for all your needs. Finding the right insurance begins with finding the right agency. And that is Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency, 521 Central Avenue in Connersville, phone 825-5111. Final score here tonight is a victory for the Batesville Bulldogs, a loss for the Spartans. The Spartans' next game will be a week from tonight at Spartan Stadium when they'll be entertaining the the Mount Vernon Marauders in the opening game of the sectional kickoff will be at 7 o'clock at Spartan Stadium. This Spartan game on TV3 has been brought to you by American Heritage Realty, George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment, Reed Health Connorsville, Don's Auto Sales and Tires, Edward Jones Financial Advisors. This game's also been brought to you on TV3 by FCN Bank, Foles Flooring, Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, Urban Winkler Funeral Home, Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency, I-Center of Connorsville. We appreciate you watching the games here on TV3, and we'll be happy to bring you girls and boys basketball. Basketball for the girls will be starting around early in November, and the Spartans will be opening on November the 27th. So that'll be Spartan basketball on TV3, brought to you by these same fine sponsors. Final score here tonight, Batesville wins it by a score of 42-13 over the Connorsville Spartans. For Justin Roberts, this is Fran Schommel thanking you for joining us here on TV3 for tonight's game. And from Batesville, good night, everybody.